What's up, everyone? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined by Matt Moreno. Matt, we're talking City Connect jerseys. The Dodgers unveil the Los Dodgers jerseys, all blue from head to toe. As with many of the City Connect jerseys, there's been mixed reviews on most of these. I think with the Dodgers, the two sort of biggest talking points are the blue pants, which are new and unique, as well as the hat. So I'll start with you, Matt, and then I can share my thoughts. Your take on the Los Dodgers City Connect jerseys.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, they were kind of average. The all blue look, I'm not sure if I really liked. The jersey was probably the best part. Well, frankly, the socks were kind of the best part. Some of the players had their pants up high, and you could see, some nice white socks with blue and red design complemented the look well, I thought. Other than that, I think the jersey was between the cap, jersey, and pants was best. The one complaint, and I didn't really understand it, and what a lot of fans brought up to us is why it said Los Dodgers instead of Los Doyers, which has been something that they have often been called by, obviously, Spanish-speaking fan base, which the Dodgers said they wanted to tap into and recognize with this look to begin with. There were some rumblings that maybe it had to do with trademark issues, but I'm fairly certain Nike has used that on products in the past. So I'm not convinced that that was what may have been. They were worried it could have been interpreted as the fan. But yeah, the hats were just way too busy for me.
Yeah. No, I was wondering Los Doyers the same thing, and I was afraid. I mean, in 2021, that this rush to be politically correct, there would have been some small pocket of the internet somewhere who would have been offended by that. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, to me, I thought of the color rush jerseys the NFL does on Thursday nights, where it's just like, and it just felt like a lot. It's just a lot of blue. And look, I love Dodger Blue. Our website is Dodger Blue, so we're very pro Dodger Blue. It was a lot. There was a lot of blue head to toe. I kind of like the contrast, which there wasn't any contrast going on these things. I saw somebody joke that the pants looked like jeans at one point, which was kind of a funny take. But yeah, you made a comment about the hats. The hats to me were the toughest part. I don't know. I'll use the famous Daniel Starkin line, which is I don't mean any offense by this. It looked like one of those cheap 50,000 people get a free hat at the stadium giveaway. Like I was expecting the jalapeno brand on the big old jalapeno brand logo on the side, where it's like, hey, these cost us 65 cents to make and everybody gets a free one. It just felt like one of those. The logo, the proportions, everything about it, it just felt weird. So I agree with you. To me, that was the biggest miss. And I think you even pointed this out. Most teams, if you were saying it was just a jersey and they didn't change their hats and they didn't change their pants. So it felt like you could have just gone with the LA hat and the Los Dodgers jersey and maybe even the blue pants. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe even with the hat, if you would just put just Dodgers in kind of the traditional script that you're used to seeing on the jersey, that would have been better. But just it was way too much, and I don't know, it just looked funny. But we'll see. And honestly, this looks like something that we're gonna all have to get used to because I read Nike and Major League Baseball have plans to continue expanding the City Connect series jerseys or uniforms to all teams at
Interesting.
some point. I believe within a few years, every team will have them. I think it's possible that the looks we are seeing this year will be back next season with some of the teams, or perhaps they'll have a new design. But we'll see. But basically, I think we just have to get used to kind of alternate jerseys, which I'm not necessarily against. I just think it needs to be done kind of
Yeah.
in a better way, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, my final two thoughts are you said these were kind of average, which in the grand scheme of things is probably fine. Like there's teams that are way worse. We've seen some of the designs and logos that have popped out for new era caps and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So average is not the worst thing in the world. Um, the other thing I would say is I think if they were all white, I think I would be perfectly fine with them. I don't think I'd have any complaints. I think it was just the overabundance of blue in the blue pants that kind of got me. And the last thing, I love the idea of City Connect jerseys, but I just feel like there's certain franchises, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Giants. There's certain franchises that I just don't want the Cubs. I just don't want it messed with. Like the Dodgers don't, I want Dodgers. I want all white. I want the gray with the blue. That's all I want to see. I want the LA hat. Don't mess with it. If you want to have sweatshirts that the guys are wearing on the bench or whatever, that's just where I am. And I'm not historically a traditionalist. I mean, I do the teams that I root for are like the Dodgers, the Raiders, and the Lakers, who are all traditional. The flip side is I'm also a University of Oregon fan,
That's
so
what
I'm
I was going to
I'm
bring.
very much not anti messing with the jerseys. I will defend University of Oregon jerseys to the death, and I will defend Nike comparatively to the death. I just there's certain franchises don't mess with. You want to give the Diamondbacks, the Padres, the Rockies cool new jerseys, knock yourselves out. I don't like messing with the Dodgers jerseys, period, unless it's like a throwback to Brooklyn or something like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then I think if you are going to go that route, it just fairly or not, it puts more pressure on the
Totally.
team, on the designers to execute it at a high level because the original looks that the team wears are so iconic. And, I can't even imagine when the time comes for the Yankees to wear theirs, whether it's next season or 2 years from now, how that fan base is going to react. Um, but we'll see. Because, the Yankees, not to go off topic, but for the Field of Dreams game, uh, the Yankees brought back right their throwback jerseys, but I saw a ton of people complaining that it still had the Nike swoosh on it.
Yeah.
So
No, I
if
saw
they
that.
were, I don't know what the expectation was,
Yeah.
but if they were upset with that, then I can't even imagine what their reaction will be once the Yankees get their City Connect jersey.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. It's a great point. Well, let us know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Are more people in favor or against the City Connect jerseys, the Los Dodgers jerseys? Do you think people would have been offended by Los Doyers? I don't know what the rationale there is. Was there too much blue? All those things. Let us know in the comments below. That's Matt Moreno. I'm Jeff Spiegel. Check out DodgerBlue.com, Dodger Blue 1958 for all the latest. We appreciate you as always. And here's Vin Scully taking us out.
The best team holding a trophy high in the air. The Los Angeles Dodgers, champions of the baseball world.